Hello, friends. It's me. And I have a question. Or rather, I was sent a question. Not really me asking it. It's another post from one of our favorite strange subreddits, the Am I the Asshole subreddit. This was reposted by our friend Gantt Chart. But this is... This one already has like a negative rating specifically to it. Like the people there are just like, no, this is bad. Let's get right into this, shall we? Am I the asshole for expecting my adult daughter to pay back what she owes me? That seems fairly innocuous, but considering the negative tag on this, let's see what this is. My 48M daughter, 21F, abandoned us, her stepmother, younger half-sister, and me, when she was 15 to go live with my enabling ex-wife and her husband. She's 15? Okay. Until then, we had 50-50 custody, but my ex has always been less strict than me. She's always let my daughter do whatever she wants and never had any home rules. She also buys her everything she wants, so she will want to live with her. My ex-wife lives in the same town where my daughter's high school was, while I live 25 minutes away. So one of my rules was that if she went to meet up with a friend there, meaning I had to drive her, the next time they met, it was her friend's turn. If the friend's parents didn't want to drive the kid there, then my daughter wasn't allowed to meet them again while she was with me. That's weird. Everything was fine that way for years. The major fallout happened in her last year of high school. She was 15. She went on a trip to another country with her school and didn't bother to send more than a couple texts when she was away for 5 days. So I decided to ground her because she has to learn to respect and show some love for her family. Whoa. She insisted she sent messages to her mother, but we barely heard from her. She's never had a lot of friends, but she's been invited to some popular girl's birthday party. This was my punishment, not going to that party after forgetting about her family. She got upset and started calling her mother to come pick her up. But it was illegal to get her if it was my week. Oh God, you're one of those. Plus, she wanted to go to her mother's because she would lift my punishment and let her go to the party. Her mother came by at the end of the week, and I told my daughter that she didn't have to come back if she didn't want to. I waited, but I heard nothing from her again. Her sister kept asking me why she didn't come back, and I didn't know how to explain to her that she didn't love us and that she preferred staying with her mother, her parties, and her free-of-rules life. Oh my God, dude. Over the years, we've communicated through lawyers because my ex-wife has no intentions on helping me get my daughter back. She finally has her to herself. They've been demanding that I pay child support, even now that she's 21 years old. You owe back child support, then yeah, you're going to have to do that. I have to pay for that and for half of college expenses by law. When my daughter turned 18, an adult, I started adding up everything I had to pay in Excel and sent it to my ex-wife when I update so she knows what damage she is doing to our daughter. I expect my daughter to pay her debt, but I gave my ex-wife the option to pay for her, which she refused. We are now at $18,000. My daughter has been trying to get in touch again. I told her we can't fix the emotional part unless we fix the money part first. She needs to prove to me that she doesn't only care about the money. My ex-wife says that I'm an asshole, but I think she is, since she has done nothing but try to take my daughter away. She finally has what she wants. So am I the asshole? Okay, 100% yeah. That's such a dick thing to do. Let's go through this piece by piece, shall we? Shared custody. Look, I grew up with divorced parents. I know about shared custody. But when you do that thing about forced shared custody, where you don't actually understand that everybody involved is a human, and sometimes your schedules don't work out the way that, you want them to, and sometimes that's just not a thing. Like, yeah, that makes you seem like a dick. You're one of those people who's just like, if you don't do things exactly my way, then I will never, ever forgive you. And it's like, that's such a douche thing to do. Like, everybody's, capable and entitled to do whatever they want. They're allowed to do the things that they want. So, like, no, man. That's don't be one of those people who forces that kind of thing. If, you know, if your kid's supposed to come see you every other week and for some reason it's slightly off, don't be one of those guys. Don't be one of those people who like gets all shitty about it. Just, it is what it is. The going to meet someone. This thing where you expect actual strangers, as in like these other kids' parents, to just do things because you don't feel like it, is kind of an asshole thing to do. Like, you don't really know these people. You can't just say like, oh, well, I don't think they're doing this, or I don't think... It's like, you don't know them, man. That's like a real dick thing to do. So, yeah, no, that's also kind of messed up. If you actually spoke to these people, then I could say something otherwise, but it certainly doesn't sound like you even tried. Okay, so she went on a trip to another country, and your thing is, oh, well, she didn't text us. Okay, but did you double check that? Like, if she's in a different country, right? Sometimes cell coverage isn't the same. Just because the physical coverage is there doesn't necessarily mean that, like, all that stuff works the same way, right? Because I've heard people say, like, if they go to a different country and they have, like, specifically an American phone, sometimes you don't really get the same coverage, or it costs, like, a lot to even send a message because they charge you for roaming and shit like that. So, I don't know, man. That seems really suspicious. Like, everything about that, it's just, like, weird. But considering how weird and strict this guy is, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, this girl was like, I really don't want to talk to him. Which also makes sense. But then there's this specific thing here. This victimizing the self of being like, she just left our family for no reason. We don't even know why she left. You know why she left, dude. You know exactly why she left. That was really shitty. Like, the way that you treated her and the way that you talked to her was really fucking shitty. She wanted to go live with someone who wasn't going to treat her like that. So I don't think that you're actually being realistic in any way here. I think you're just kind of being an asshole and expecting this literal child at this point to do all of the things you demand. That's weird. That's very fucking weird. And then the final point. You're cutting her off from the rest of her family because I don't know her relationship with the stepmother and the half-sibling. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Simply because you feel like she didn't treat me right, so now I want literally $18,000. Yeah, no, you were 100% an asshole for that. That's totally a fucking dick move. Like, what the fuck? Who tallies up how much their kid has, like, spent their entire life, and it's just like, no, give me that back. Like, who does that? What kind of fucking weirdo does that shit, man? That's so... Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, it's not the creepiest thing ever, but it's really fucking weird that you would sit there with Excel and be like, don't like this, and bought a bed one time, you have to pay me for that. And it's like, bruh, calm the fuck down. Guys like this are the reason, like, they're like, my kids never talk to me and I don't know why. It's like, yeah, I can think of a few reasons why, actually. So, yeah, no. I agree with the commenters on this. You are 100% the asshole, pal. That's super not fucking cool. So, what do you guys think? Leave a comment below and tell me if you agree, because personally I think this guy's kind of an asshole. And if you would please do the YouTube thing, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, because, YouTube doesn't really like smaller channels, and fuck them, right? I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store, which is how we keep the lights on in here. So if you would like to check those out, I would greatly appreciate it. If you have your own story or thing that you want to send in, r/Moonhorse stories, you can send it there. I'll definitely check it out. And have a wonderful whatever time of day it is. I don't know. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.